the Creative Suite. Really straightforward to use, and it's a really awesome tool for keeping your images and your files sorted. All right, so here I'm inside Photoshop. I'm going to launch Bridge from Photoshop simply by going up to the File menu and heading down to Browse in Bridge. Okay, so here we are inside Bridge. Let me give you a quick tour of the interface and then we'll get going here. Inside the main window here, this is going to be the main area where you're going to focus a lot of your attention. This is sort of your browsing area or your content area. Over on the left-hand side, I have a list of favorites. I can browse by my favorites, or I can browse by folder. So this is the file structure inside my computer. Down in the bottom, I have collections, and I also have filters. We'll talk about them. And then way over on the right-hand side, I have a preview area, not a whole lot happening there, and also metadata and keywords. All right, good stuff. Way up at the top here, I have what I would call breadcrumbs anyway. That's kind of a web design term, giving me the path or the structure to the location that I'm currently looking at inside this content area. All right, so I'm looking for my project files folder, which I've made a shortcut to on my desktop. Mine's named just a little bit differently from yours. Go and navigate to your project files folder. There's mine. And I'm looking for my chapter 2 folder. There it is there. I'm going to open that guy up. And there are some images inside my chapter 2 folder. Now, before I get going too far, let me show you a quick thing that you can do here. At any time, you can add folders to your list of favorites. So up here in the top of the Bridge interface, I'm going to back up one step. There's my Chapter 2 folder, and I can actually drag and drop him into my list of favorites. There he is there. So I can just single click on him at any time. It takes me directly to that location. So you might want to put some common folders inside your list of favorites, or maybe you don't like favorites at all. Maybe you want to go by folder. That's completely fine if you want to go that route as well. Real quick, if you want to open up a file inside Photoshop, just double click on it. That flips you back to Photoshop and opens up your image. You're probably thinking that I have a thing for barns now. No, I don't really. It's just the way that it kind of happened to turn out here. Anyway, I'm going to Alt-Tab or Command-Tab back to Bridge. Here we are. All right, what else can I do to my images here? Well, way down in the bottom right-hand corner, I've got some options here. See this little slider guy here? Check this out. If those thumbnails are too small, crank them right up. As a matter of fact, you can go super huge and get a really good look at each of these images here. And now I'm just using the scroll wheel on my mouse to scroll up and down inside my images here. Maybe that's a little bit too big, so I can zoom back out just by using this slider here. Pull that back just a little bit. Whatever zoom level you're comfortable with to see your images there. Good stuff. Now further down into the right-hand corner, I have a couple of options here. I can lock my images to a grid here if I like, or I can view my images as thumbnails. Or I can go with a detailed list. There's a little detail button in there. Whichever you like. If you want to get some extra info on each of your images, that is definitely possible here. So set your view to whichever one you like there. It's completely up to you. Another neat thing you can do here as well, I'm going to use one of my cartoons here. I'm going to use my scientist1.psd. These are 2 cartoons I drew here for our Photoshop series. Hope you like them. I'm just going to pull on the edge of the right-hand pane here just to give myself a little bit more room. And I'm going to pull down on this preview area here to give myself a larger preview area. And see how my cursor changes to a little magnifying glass tool. So I can actually single-click here, and I get this little preview window popping up. So I can actually take a closer look at my image here. I can pan around inside them here. Just single click, move them around, or click back inside that little preview window to have them disappear. So there's a neat way to take a closer look at some of your images.